take a good look at my security cameras. February the 27th, 2023, about 6:07 a.m. I heard somebody hollering my name, and you can see the figure right there running from down there. And I'm going to show you briefly some of the other videos when the figure came into the yard and fell a couple of times and made their way to my porch. And I asked them what was wrong, and then I got on my phone to call 911, and he told me, no, don't call them because the police done it. So I don't know if that's true or not, but with what I seen in Memphis, Tennessee, what I know about the chief of police here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, and the sheriff here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, and most of their staff, not all. If the shoe fit, wear it. I don't put it past them. So I'm just going to show y'all part of this here. You can see the time, and I called the police about 6:08 after he told me the police done it. I just hung up. And I'm going to show y'all two clips. Well, a clip when the police did come. The short one that came to my door first was Austin Henson, a police officer that I don't trust, that I look at being like the Scorpion unit in Memphis, Tennessee. He done lied on a lot of reports concerning complaints that I made. He went to court and testified for two individuals that I had cases against, telling the judge and that all I've been talking about is killing. But he didn't tell the truth. The individuals that he went up there and lied for, and he wasn't even subpoenaed. One of them is hiding, the feds is hiding one of them, and the other one is in the Fed joint or jail now. But I want y'all to watch this here to show you how much I have respect for good police, because the other police with him, even though I made both of them get out of my driveway, the other police came back some hours later, and you can see how I apologized to him, but I would never apologize to Austin, because I know Austin is a crooked cop. But the guy Smith, we talked, and you will see. You ain't got no warrant. Get off. I'm just saying, off my property, man. Off my property. Off of my property. Y'all go out in the streets. Off of my property. I'm just gonna let y'all know. A man was holding this thing and told me, and I recorded it. He told me he was injured, and I called 911. He was scared because he said the police did whatever they did to him. I'm not finna tell you no name. I'm finna send it to St. Louis to the FBI. If one of y'all done hurt this guy, he done told me.
He just got on at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Well, if it ain't y'all, don't worry about it. It was a black man falling in my yard, coming from down there. When I called 911, he told me don't call 911. He was afraid. He told me the police did it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna send it to the FBI because I don't trust y'all. Okay. I'm gonna trust y'all. I ain't saying y'all the one did it, but I'm just if this man died, I'd heard what he said. I heard what he said, and I got it on my thing. You ain't gotta worry about seeing it on my YouTube, because I'm gonna send it straight to the FBI. It's a man out here hurt. You check and see who your police was on before y'all came on.
So can we get him an ambulance?
I don't know if you can get him an ambulance or not. He ain't in my house.
Okay. Well, that's.
But this is what I'm saying.
Raymond, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
What's your name?
Officer Patrick Smith.
Oh,
240.
Smith, I thought you was Kirkendall.
Oh,
No, I don't know.
I get that a lot.
I'm just gonna say this here. The man didn't want the police, the man afraid. He said the police did whatever did to him. But it's on my security camera.
Okay.
So what y'all need to probably do is see whatever police was on before y'all came on to see if they had somebody that they were dealing with. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't have nothing else to say.
So if he took off walking,
I don't have nothing else to say.
thank you, Raymond. Yes, thank you.
All right. Yeah, who is this?
My name is Officer Smith.
Oh, you the one was here this morning?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you come on. I apologize to you. I ain't never had no problem with you before.
Neither have I.
But I done had a problem with the one that you was with.
Yes, sir.
And the rest of them, you know, my house has been attacked. And I just sent some complaints up there today.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, I apologize to you because I think I met you before when you first started.
I was actually with the sheriff's department one time. You were outside filming whenever we had
Oh,
two ambulances
yeah.
show up.
Right,
I couldn't
right.
hear you that day.
Okay, yeah, but you know, that wasn't meant to you.
Okay.
It was
and I
meant-
do appreciate that.
It was meant to Austin Henson because
Yes, sir.
him and his sergeant and some of the other ones, you know, I got complaints against
Right,
him.
right.
You know what I mean? But how can I help you?
I'm just trying to follow up just to make sure. The gentleman that was here this morning,
Yeah.
what were his injuries?
See,
If you
I
can
don't,
tell me.
I don't know. You
Okay.
know, because it was dark.
Right.
And when I was said let me call the police because I wasn't gonna let him in,
Right.
and he said the police did.
Okay.
So
and that's actually what I'm trying to follow up with.
and see
because-
if something come up, you know, I can give you more information
Right,
on
right.
that, especially if he go to a hospital.
Right.
Cause see, I don't know. You know, all I can do is go with my experience with some of these police, not you. And that's why I said now.
And I do understand.
I'm a man, and I apologize to you because all of them on the force haven't did something, but the majority of them that's been there for years, with the exception of Wes McDermott, when something happened, if I told you that and showed you, like over here, if I showed you where people done shot stuff at my house and show you the video, and then I'm gonna show you something else right here. Which the stuff didn't all the way come off. You gotta come around this stuff right. You can see right here,
Yep.
I scratched some of it off. It was either paint or the flare. It's either paint or the flare. And you gonna write a report.
Yes, sir.
Kirkland, I apologize for calling. I told some of my friends in Chicago, I said officers said no. But you got to look at my stance. My daughters them would be 17 and 18 and they've been going through this shit for the longest. But as far as that guy, if something come up where he's injured in the hospital or something, then I can give you some more information. But he said the police did it and he's afraid. And if you had the history with some of us over on this side of town, and I don't look at your color, I don't look at your uniform. I look at when I used to work on ambulance. I took an oath. If a person is sick, whether they like me or not, I took an oath to save them. Whether you like my YouTube videos or not, you took an oath to serve and protect me. So, you know, and that ain't been happening since James. I don't know if you, I guess you done met James Williams before. James Williams is a good example of a police officer, same as Wes. Like I said, I ain't never had no problem with you. But Austin Henson, no, I had a problem with him, but him and his sergeant, when people was harassing me and my daughters, them, January the 19th, I believe, no, January the 30th, 2019, two of them now, the feds unarrested them, and you probably know the two I'm talking about. Here it is, Austin and his sergeant Percy goes over here, didn't know one of the individuals that was harassing had their things, the phone still on, and I videoed, and they telling them, yeah, Raymond, Austin is telling them, yeah, Raymond ain't used to people standing up to him, or and I be rolling, in other words, be laughing when this stuff happens. So you can understand why I did it that point.
Frustration,
But if something if something else come up, I can give it to you, but you can just put in your field report or whatever. And the person told me that they was afraid that when the police did it, because when I dialed, that's why I said somebody is hurt, because he was down. And when he said no, he said, well, he's done it. You got to understand, when y'all with Memphis, but you know, in some police out in Memphis,
give us a bad name.
but see, with me and my daughters, they don't give all of y'all. That's why I'm a man enough to apologize to you, because I thought you was hurt, y'all. He didn't write no report.
No.
Douglas didn't write no report. If Douglas pulled up in an ambulance, I wouldn't want him to pick me up, because they say he works for ambulance service now too.
Yep.
But if you ain't writing a report, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And you can see this damage. It was worse than this at first. You can't hardly see it now.
Yeah, it's chipped.
And then it was eggs all on my door, and right over here on the side where it got no trespassing. My camera showed these guys shooting the flag guns. But me and my youngest daughter got in the car and went around the corner here on Morehouse. You could see a big boom because it was at night, so you know they were shooting at something. Then when we went down this way, you could see it again. And then on my YouTube video, they watched my YouTube video. If I shot a cop out here, which I never do, I would never shoot nobody. But if I shot a cop out here and had it on YouTube, nobody would have to call you, would you? You see what I'm saying? And I know they watch it. And I showed them where the guys made a threat, saying if I didn't take my YouTube video down because of the fact that I was videoing the individuals that was out here terrorizing our community, they said if they want to kidnap my daughter. And what I just described to you, wasn't that a crime? Shooting stuff out. That should have been not a field report, it should have been a police report, whether I can identify them or not.
Yep.
But let me tell you, somebody identified one of them, and two of them just got arrested in Wyatt. You remember the ones that stole the truck
Oh, yeah.
and the four-wheeler?
Yeah.
He's one of the ones, if you look at West McDermott's report, he's one of the ones that I told West McDermott, and West McDermott made a field interview. West McDermott doing what you doing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what I looked at a police officer to do. When police officers do stuff wrong to other people, whether they black or white, I don't look at all of y'all like that. If you listen to my YouTube video, I said if the shoe fit way.
Exactly.
Then I had a picture of all of them. I called them the Scorpion Unit. When I called Scorpion Unit, that corrupted people.
Yeah.
And it was James McDermott on there. I said they're not a part of it. There was a heavy set white guy on there that used to be the dog catcher. I forgot his name. I said he's not one. You know what I mean? And I just want you to understand my people. I don't, your chief, I'm not gonna take out on you for where your chief said and done me.
Right.
And I went up there today and gave the city manager two complaint forms because people from the federal government and the highway patrol told me to take it up there and complain because I done did it before.
Yep.
But if something else come up,
Okay.
I'll contact you
Well, I do appreciate
and let you know because you
appreciate
did respond.
Yes, sir.
You see what I'm saying? And like I said, soon when I seen Austin, I'm be honest with you. I don't trust him. I could be shot. If him and some of the other ones come, I have my daughters and them drive me to the hospital knowing I'm taking a risk of dying.
Right.
Because I don't trust him. You know what I mean?
I understand.
And no offense, man.
And none taken.
If I ran the stop sign and you stopped me, whether you gave me a warning or not, you done your job. And I can't be mad at you about that. And a person can't be mad at me when I done raised my two daughters and they done seen from knee high them coming in the house taking them illegally. You see what I'm saying? It's so much. If you seen the history on what's been going on with me, you will see why the average police don't stay on this force. Number one, they tell me that they can never rise above an officer, and then number two, they're not corrupt. And those that stay, and I don't say all of them that stay is corrupt. Right. Sometimes you need good police to stay on a bad police force. And man, I tell saying, I'm gonna pray that God keep you doing what you took an oath to do, because all of them don't, man. Because if they did, it would be a report from December the 21st and the 22nd, and the newspaper wouldn't have no police activity.
Right.
And I got all that documented. And thank you a lot, man. And I apologize again for telling you to get off the property, but it just, all I focused on is the one. And it ain't the first time that I had this type of stuff with him, man. You know, and I tell you one thing, and like I told all the new ones that I seen come on, don't let yourself get caught up in, you know, I'm 65, man. Don't let yourself get caught up in a corrupted police, a corrupted chief, a corrupted sergeant, because you may see your sergeant do something that ain't right. Don't let yourself get involved in it, man. And you know, when the first time I think I seen you down here one time, and you see, I wasn't like that then. But anyway, right. And see, that's why I got sometimes, you know, I be so focused, man, when I had so much wrong done. I just recently had to clean this here off again, because after I made a YouTube about it, somebody threw some more, and I just cleaned it up. You know what I mean? But anyway, if I hear something else on it, man, you know, like I said, I don't know if he was telling me the truth or not. You know, it could have been not telling the truth. That's why I ain't put nothing up. But if it comes and it's a guy end up in the hospital or saying that the police did something, then I'll give it to you. I'll contact you. All right, their name is Smith again. All right, Smith and Wesson. That was my 38.
That was my dad's first canine. Was a German Shepherd called Weston.
All right, hey man, you take care and have a nice one.
You too.
All right.